guys, it's Andrea, and today I am talking about the Bout of Books 10.0. I'm going to be leaving the link down below for the blog where you can sign up or kind of learn about it. Basically, it's just a week of trying to read more than you usually do. There isn't anything super specific, it's just trying to get you to read more. It starts on Monday, May 12th and ends on Sunday, May 18th, so it's an entire week, 7 days. And so now I'm going to tell you my game plan / my TBR for that week. Alrighty, so the goal is to read more than I usually read. So I kind of want to make myself read a lot. Well, the goal is to read 8 books, which, given how many days I have, which is 7, that means I have to read a book each day plus a little bit of another one. So originally I was just going to do 7 and say a book a day, but then I was like, no, I want to do 8. So I have a book and a little bit each day. So that's the plan. So I'm going to be reading 8 books in 7 days, hopefully. And we'll see how that goes, but I am pretty competitive, so I think I'll be able to do it. And even though I do have a TBR of 8 books that maybe I want to read, I will read whatever I'm in the mood to read, because I need to read a book a day, plus some. So if I'm not in the mood to read any of those books, and I want to read a different book, I will read a different book, because I want to fit my goal. But hopefully I read these books, but if I don't, I won't necessarily be disappointed. As long as I read some of them, it should be good. I'm also trying to do this month is to focus on books that I have had a little while on my shelf so that I can narrow down my TBR, which is what I'm trying to do. So, yes, let me share it with you. The first one is The Way We Fall by Megan Crew. Honestly, I don't remember what this is about. If it had the jacket, I'd probably read it right now and tell you. But it doesn't. So I'm going to be reading this, and then I'll tell you what it's about. The second one is Cruel by Jennifer Elbin. I was really excited to get this when I bought it, and I bought it like in January, I think. But I haven't gotten around to it, and I just bought the second one recently because it was really cheap, so I want to get around to this. This has something to do with spinsters and how the main character can weave time with matter or something. I don't really remember, but look at this. Ooh. Anyways, I'm going to be reading this, and then I'll tell you what it's about. The next one is Eyes Like Stars by Lisa Manchev. This book has to do with performers at a theater, except there's like magic and fairies involved, and I believe they're bound to the theater, which I'm not quite sure what that means, but it sounds freaking exciting. And anything with magic and fairies and all that fun stuff is gonna be a good ride. So this is the first in a trilogy, and actually on the rest of the series. And I've heard really good things, and I'm actually really excited to read this one. The next one is Wander Love by Kirsten Hubbard. This has to do with travel, and it's a contemporary dealing with it. And I love travel. I love books with travel. And that is why I got this book, and that is why I am reading this book. The next is The Body Finder by Kimberly Dirting. This is really highly rated, and I've heard amazing things, and I'm really excited to read this. This is a first in the series, and I know that the main character is able to see dead people, and that sounds cool. The next one is The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. I've never read anything by her, but I've heard amazing things about her. I've heard amazing things about this series. I know it has to do with some 16-year-old. She finds out that her father is actually a mythical fairy, and that she's gonna be trying to be used by different sides as a pawn for a war or something. I don't know, but it sounds cool, and I haven't read like any, I don't think any like really fairy books, so I am excited. Fantasy, baby. Oh. Then we have Unearthly by Cynthia Hand. I want to say this is an angel book. Yep, it's an angel book. So basically, she's per angel. And her dealing with that, I'm guessing. So, yep. And the final book is Die For Me by Amy Plum. This is a paranormal book where I think the girl is normal, but she meets a paranormal guy. And she gets involved in his world, maybe? My life had always been blissfully, wonderfully normal. But it only took one moment to change everything. I'm excited, I'm hesitant would be the approach to this. Yeah, I hope it's good, but even if it's not, I'm reading it. Holy crap, guys, am I insane for doing this? Am I insane because holding up this entire stack, this is what I'm going to be reading in 7 days apparently. I think I'm losing my mind. I think what's going to get me through this is my competitiveness and my need to win and complete things. So I said I was going to read these books. I will probably read these books, even if it means I get absolutely no sleep or have no life that week. I'm going to read these babies, and I'm going to love it. Now, I do have one question. Should I do updates like every day or every other day? Or should I just do one video at the end? If you care, leave a comment. It's basically what I'm saying. If you don't care, then you can still leave a comment. Or you cannot. I mean, you do you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next